Hopefully my signal is good this morning. We are still not, I still am down my internet. The dish did not come yesterday like it should have, so I'm still waiting on it. So if our signal is bad today, well, unfortunately, very frustrating, very frustrating. So, let's see. How are you, Jamie? How's it going? I unfortunately did not have a chance to even put products in my showcase for you guys today. There we go. All right. How's the signal? I don't have internet still. I'm still having to use my phone. I'm still in that predicament until probably this afternoon. They said that it was supposed to come yesterday, but then I got a message yesterday from them that said it was not going to be till today. So now I am still using my phone. We're going to be doing some Bible art this morning, so I'm excited about that. We're going to be talking about going through deep waters because, I don't know about you guys, but there have been so many times that I have gone through deep waters that God has helped me from drowning. So thank you for the populars, Jamie. I appreciate that so very much. You guys tap the screen and share the live out. I'm going to share it out as well because I have not had a chance to do that just yet. So let me get that shared out to everyone so that they know that we are on, because I was running a little bit behind today. So I don't know that everyone knows that I'm on just yet. Hey, Kinder Kelly, how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome in. Just yet. Hey, Kinder Kelly, how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm just sharing this out to everyone so that they know that I'm on. Thank you so much for that, Rose. I appreciate it very, very much. You guys are awesome for supporting me. Jamie, how have you been? How's your garden coming? Are you doing well? Because I haven't had very much luck with my tomatoes this year for some reason. And so I'm hoping that I have better luck soon. I did put some fertilizer on them the other day, and hopefully that's going to help because they're not producing anything. They're growing, but they're not really producing anything. I'm not getting any tomatoes off of them, which is weird. So I don't know. Oh, you've been helping friends? That's good. I wish I had somebody to help me with mine. I'm not very good at it. I'm learning, so I'm still learning. I do have, though, my fig tree is doing really well, my lime tree is doing really well, and my satsuma tree is doing good. I have 4 satsuma oranges on my satsuma tree. So that's good, I guess. All right. Now, my fig tree is not producing yet, but it's actually growing, and it's only a year old, so it's not like it's ready to produce just yet, but... Yeah, see, it's not been as hot as it normally is here either, and I'm thinking that as soon as it starts to kind of warm up some, maybe they'll start doing better. So I'm just continuing to water them and fertilize them and, give them all the things so that they can do well. All right, so guys, today we are going to be doing the verse in Isaiah, which is Isaiah 43, verse 2. It says, I will be with you when you pass through the waters, and when you pass through the rivers, they will not overwhelm you. You will not be scorched when you walk through the fire, and the flame will not burn you. That is the verse that we're going to be doing some art on today, because I absolutely, without a doubt, have been through some deep waters. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like that probably all of us can kind of relate to that verse, in that there have been times that we've been really going through deep waters and God has held us up. And so that is what this verse is about. It's about how God goes through deep waters with us and helps us to get through the tough times. So I'm going to add in, I just added the Bible that I'm using this morning so that you guys would know. That is right here. This is the Illustrating Bible by Dayspring. I have the green cover, which is the one that I've got pinned, but they have different covers and different colors of these. I've had this for probably 8 years now, and I have lots and lots of art in here that I have done. This is my art Bible. This is not the Bible that I use as a study Bible. So just know that when I'm drawing and doing all of my art in here, this is not my study Bible. Okay, this is just my art Bible only. And it has these big wide margins so that you can do note taking, you can do prayer requests, you can write out your verses, you can do art, which is what I do. So many things, as you can see in this Bible, because you have all of this space to be able to do art. Okay, so that is what this Bible is for me. Okay, it is the Bible that I use to worship with art. Okay, there is not, I just did this one on Sunday with the I Doodle Do You is the name of her TikTok account, and she does these great little doodles on Sundays. She does Bible art. So I did this with her on Sunday, and it was really cool. Here's one about, making clear your path. I have some printables that I've done on my own. This was one of my printables that is available in my shop. So there's like just a ton of different things you can do with this Bible. Okay. So no worries. Yep. We'll see you later, Jamie. We'll see you when you get back. Go take care of that garden. All right. So what we are going to do is we are going to just do a small little art piece to depict kind of this verse. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to highlight the verse that we are doing, because I want to make sure that we have that clear. So it is Isaiah 43 verse 2. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight that so that we have that and we know which verse we're working on. Okay. Now I'm going to draw out my thought process on this, and I don't really plan my Bible art out, so I just kind of go with the flow. Now, I will tell you that I've been doing a lot of research and practicing and practicing on like people for Bible art, because I want to be able to doodle simple characters like this. So we're going to do something like this today. I haven't really planned it out. I want to have her basically standing on the edge of a river or a lake or something. And then, to kind of represent that walking into the river part. So that's kind of the plan today, but I don't really have an an idea of kind of how I'm going to put that together yet. So we're going to draw it out first, just so I can play around with it and decide on what we want to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move you guys kind of over here to the side so that my hand is not in the way of what I'm doing, so you guys can see it as I draw it. And the idea behind this is to have like a little, I don't know, a puddle or a river kind of flowing right here. And then, of course, we want to have some, flowers. And again, I'm just sketching this out to start. And then we want to have her right here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with her. Let me grab my eraser. So grab your pencil, okay, and grab whatever you want to do this in. Now, you don't have to do this in a Bible, okay? If you're more comfortable doing this in like a sketch journal, I did this. I was practicing yesterday. I did this one in just a sketch journal because I was trying to practice like getting their hair and the face and everything kind of right. These were some that I practiced just sketching out the other day that I did with the doodle account, the girl that was doing the doodles. So you can do it in a journal. You can do it on some watercolor paper, whatever you want to do. You don't have to do it in a Bible. I'm doing this in a Bible because this is my Bible art day. So, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of I want to give her curly hair. So I'm just going to do some squigglies to represent her hair for now. So I kind of know where her head's going to be. And then we're going to do a bow. So we're going to put a bow in her hair. Like this. Okay. Simple bow. And then this is her chin. Okay. So we're going to have her hair kind of touch her chin. So we kind of know where that is. And just keep drawing those squigglies to represent her hair. Okay. We'll bring her little neck like this. And we're going to do a really simple, easy dress. I'm just going to do a triangle for her dress. Like this. I'm going to put her arms behind her back because I'm not good at doing hands at all. And then we're going to give her, actually, I think her dress needs to be a little bit longer. So let's bring her down. I'm going to fix this river, though. It's kind of off-centered now. And this is the river. Okay, so let's bring her dress down a little bit here. And then we'll do her legs. So they're basically right at the edge of the river. And we'll do some boots on her. I'm not really sure. I'm not good at doing boots, but let me see. We'll do kind of a little smiley face with a triangle, and then the top of her boot like that. That's going to be the boots that I give her. Okay. Now, as far as faces go, I want to give her a face of joy, not necessarily something that is going to make her look like she's afraid, because we don't want to be afraid when it comes to trusting God and going through the rivers. So let's give her a really pretty, like a smile, but we don't want it to be anticipation either, because obviously I'm not anticipating going through hard times. I don't know about you guys. So let's just kind of give her we'll go ahead and give her eyes. We'll give her eyes right here. And I'm going to just kind of bring those eyes out like this. So they're kind of wide-eyed. And then we'll give her a little nose. And let's give her kind of a side smile like that. And that will be kind of our face. Okay? So that's the sketch of what we're going to do. Now I'm going to put, I will not be overwhelmed. Or let's see, I will be with you. I'm going to do I will be with you for the lettering. And honestly, the lettering style that I'm going to use is just going to be that faux calligraphy. So I'm going to draw it out. I'm going to do first the I, I'm going to do in a big capital. Okay. And I'm going to do that capital. Okay. And I'm going to do that wide line in the middle. Okay. Whoops, sorry. I was kind of out of screen there. And then the will, I'm going to do in my handwriting, and then I'm just going to widen out or thicken up the downstrokes. Like that. Okay, so I will. And then B is going to be, I will be same thing, thicken up the downstrokes. And then with, we'll do in the printed large font, and we will do just easy block lettering. Okay. And then you, we will do in block also. So we'll go do our Y. I'm going to give my, I'm going to do these in all caps. Like that. Okay, so I will be with you. And then I'm going to put my dots right here. Okay. All right, so there's kind of a sketch of how we're going to do this today. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. And makes it nice and simple. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to pull out my Grabby multi-liner black pen. And we will be outlining this first in black and finalizing the design. And then we will start adding color. And I believe I'm going to do the color today with colored pencils. I don't even think I'm going to pull out my watercolors today. I think I'm just going to do that with colored pencils. So I'm going to use my Grabby multi-liner in the 01 size. because that's a good size for outlining and creating the base of what I want to do. Okay, so now I'm going to be much more precise as I do the black outlines, and then we'll erase all the pencil marks that aren't necessarily what I want. Okay, so let's go ahead and do her hair. And give her her little curls. And you kind of want to make these curls frame her face. So if you're struggling with getting the face right, just kind of make an oval around her with the curls. And I gotta tell you, I Doodle Do You, which is the account that I follow on here, inspired me to really start working on my ability to do things a little more simply because I tend to make things super difficult. And there's no reason that we have to make everything difficult. Like our art can be, depending on what we're doing at the time, our art can be easy and simple, or it can be detailed and a little more, difficult. And so when I did that thing with her on Sunday, I was like, oh my goodness, this is super easy and simple and relaxing. And it kind of took the pressure off of Bible art for me, because I've always done like really complicated spreads and things that take a long time to do. So I really want to encourage you to not put any pressure on yourself as we do this today, but to instead just enjoy the process of doodling and enjoying creating, the page and worshiping through art. So that is is truly something that I had kind of lost sight of, because I would do like these difficult pages, and we don't have to do that. We can make it very simple, which is what I am going to do right now. And we'll erase the lines in a little while. So that's kind of where I'm at with this, as far as doing my Bible art, is to try to kind of not be so rigid with everything. All right, now we are going to, with the river, I want to make sure that as we do that, it kind of comes up around her feet. So I'm going to bring it in like this a little bit more and down. So like she's stepping into that water. Okay. And then, of course, we can even draw some little splashes coming out. Like she's just stepped in it. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and erase all of our pencil lines for our drawing. Make sure your ink is dry. I'm using these Grabby multi-liners, so they dry pretty quickly. but just make sure before you do this or it'll smear that everything's dry. And then let's go ahead and throw in some grass and some flowers. Okay, and then over here too. That's our grass. Okay, so we're gonna leave it at that. Hey Ginger, how's it going? Welcome in. Okay, and now we have our lettering. So let's not worry about our lettering right now. Let's go ahead and just do our little person first. And then once we do that, we can work on our lettering. Okay, so I'm going to go with her eyes being kind of looking to the side like that. Okay. Now, I'm going to pull out my you know what? I want to put a sunshine in here. I want to put a sun in. So let's go ahead and do a sun right here like this. And just draw our okay. And maybe even put a cloud over here. And going over her head right there. Okay. All right. Now let's get our pens and our colored pencils out. I'm going to pull out a skin tone first, which is going to be, I'm going to pull out. There's going to be a couple different sets that I'm going to pull out, guys. So just so you know, I do have this. This is my Prisma set. So I'm going to pull out a skin tone out of here because I don't really have a skin tone in my, well, I don't really have it in that either. So let's see if I have one. I need to get me a skin tone set of colored pencils because I don't have very much. We'll go with this nude. And that way we can color her face. So I'm just going to kind of go in here and give her face a little bit of color. And then we have to decide on what color we want to make her hair. Do we want to go with blonde? Or do we want to go with brunette, red? How do we want to do that? I think I want to make her a redhead. Give her some spice. All right, give her skin tone. And then I want to go in to her hair, and let's give her a little bit of some spicy hair. So we will go with, I'm going to use these two colors. Okay, so I have the orange red and I have the cadmium red. Okay, so for the cadmium red, I'm just going to do the curls. So I'm going to kind of go around the curls with this cadmium red. Okay, and then I am going to, hang on one second. Let me give you guys, this is what these are the colored pencils I'm using. And then we're going to go in and we're going to color her hair in the shape of how we want it. So we're going to just go in. And color in that red hair. Happy Friday, everyone. It's the weekend. Is it a holiday weekend? Is it Memorial Day weekend yet? I don't remember. What's the date? Let's see. I need to look and see. I don't know. It doesn't show on my calendar. I don't have my holidays pulled up. You'll have to. All right. There is our red. Hey, Stacy Lee. How's it going? Thanks for the heart me. All right. So I'm still not really, I'm not loving the way that looks, but we can always go in with some highlights later. But remember, this is simple. We're going for simple today. We're not going for difficult. And I tend to want to go in and make shading and all the things, and I don't need to do that. I need to stop. I need to remember that we're doing simple today. Okay? All right. So let's go ahead now and put those reds away. And we will grab our, let's see, what color do we want to do the dress? I'm going to do a pink. No, I'm going to do a purple. I'm going to do a purple dress. So I'm going to pull out this purple right here. And we're going to just make this dress purple. And I believe I will use my gel pens and make it polka dotted just for fun. Because that's simple. We could also do a plaid. But we'll do polka dots. We'll do some yellow polka dots. So I'm going to pull out my Lingu gel pens because they layer really well. Thank you, Ginger. So let's go ahead and make these polka dots. I should have gotten my ink flowing on this better before I started. Let me get it flowing. There we go. Polka dots. Okay. So now I want to let me put this up. Let's do the boots. What color do we want to do boots? I think I want to do them in yellow. Since the polka dots are in yellow, I'm going to do the boots in yellow. Ooh, not that yellow. Need a yellow that's going to match. Yeah. This is super easy and simple, and I love it. Let's make the bow yellow too. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit of shading to that bow if we want to, with a little bit. There. Just a little bit. We're not going to make it super. We're making it super simple, but also a little bit of shading is good. All right, let's get some blue for the clouds first. So I'm going to do a medium blue. I don't want it to be super light. I'm going to do the medium blue. I'm going to use the cerulean blue. Y'all, for some reason, I'm always drawn to cerulean blue. I don't know. It's not my favorite color. Blue is not one of my colors that I just absolutely love. But for some reason, cerulean blue always ends up in my art. So we have our clouds. And then we are also going to do our water, our river. So our splashes, and then the river that she is stepping into. Because remember, God says, I will be with you when you pass through the waters and when you pass through the river. And that is what this page is about, reminding us that going through the rough waters, the deep waters, the fire of life, we are never alone. God is always with us. And honestly, that is a reminder for me so much in my life right now, because there is so much going on behind the scenes that you guys don't see, and I'm sure with you guys as well in your lives. And I am so grateful and thankful that I don't have to do it alone. I'm grateful for y'all. I'm grateful for Jesus, who holds my hand and walks me through. And even when I get into waters that are over my head, he holds me up. And it makes me so very grateful for that. All right, so there's the river. And now let's do the grass and the flowers. I need green here. Let's do a light green for the grass. like working with colored pencils. I don't do it very often. I do so much watercolor, but I really like colored pencils. It's fun. All right, now let's do the flowers. Actually, I'm going to take some dark green and I'm going to go over my grass. Like that. And now we'll do the flowers. I'm going to do some pink flowers. Simple pink flowers with, I'm going to use a gel pen in white to give it a center. While I have my white out, I'm going to go ahead and put my highlights in my eyes as well. All right, and let me see. Now I'm going to take my orangey yellow, which is the pumpkin yellow, and my, fluorescent golden yellow. Those are the two that I'm going to do the sunshine in. So I'm going to go in with this dark in the middle, and then I'm going to kind of give the bases of these little rays, just the bottoms. And then I'm going to go in with the yellow out the edges. Like that. Okay, let's put those away. Now I'm going to take my multi-liner and I'm going to add some little movement marks around the splashes to give them some movement. And I'm going to add in some highlights around the dress. And just some extra little whimsies here and there on the bow for sure. We definitely want let's see, where else do I want to put anything? Maybe in the sun. There we go. I like that better. I'm going to do that on the clouds too. It'll look like I just gave him a face. All right. Okay, so there is our little girl. Now let's do our lettering. I, and then our will. And we're just widening this down strokes right now. Before you erase your pencil lines, make sure your pen is dry, because otherwise you will smear that ink, especially when you're coloring in like I'm doing right now. So you just want to make sure it's dry before you do anything crazy. Okay. Hang on, I gotta get some coffee. Lettering is very difficult for me. It is not something that I have embraced just yet. It's difficult. Y'all hear my birds chirping? They've hatched some little babies out. So now I have lots of little chirping babies. It's very peaceful, the birds chirping outside. Okay, so now that we have that drawn out, we want to make sure it's dry before we start to erase. But once we are done with the ink drying and everything, then you will be able to go ahead and erase your pencil lines, which is what I'm doing now. And then we're going to put some color in these letters as well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start with a red. The same red I think that I used in her hair. And I'm going to do the eye with that. Okay. I'm going to move to the pumpkin yellow and do the W. Then I'm going to move to the golden yellow. Then we will go to the green. We're just going in color order here. And I'm just using the same colors of those colors that I used in the, where's my cerulean blue? Y'all, I don't know what I did with my cerulean blue. Maybe this is it. Here it is. And then we will do the purple, which I don't remember exactly what purple I used. I think it was this one. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and use the pink that I used in the flowers. And then we'll go back to the red that we started with. There we go. All right. So there is our art for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. It's been a while since I've done a Bible art, and I thought it would be fun. I usually do Bible art on Fridays, but it's been a couple of, or several weeks since I've done it. So I thought this one would be a fun one to do today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I think she's simple and cute, and I was able to kind of just focus on the scripture. I want to read it again to you. It's, I will be with you when you pass through waters, and when you pass through the rivers, they will not overwhelm you. You will not be scorched when you walk through the fire, and the flame will not burn you. This is all about the restoration of Israel, but sometimes I feel like that God is just restoring me to a point, and it's necessary for me to go through rivers and deep waters and fire in order to be brought to a point of restoration, of being restored into a new person. I really feel like God's been doing that in my life over the last 2 years because of all of the things that have gone on in my life. And so I just feel very grateful that God cares more about my character than my comfort. And he allows me to get uncomfortable sometimes in order to grow my character. And that is incredibly hard, but also beautiful in the fact that he loves us that much. Hi, Michaela. How are you? This was our tutorial for today. Fridays is our Bible art day. And so let's see what we did this week, you guys. Everything that we've done this week. So this week we did this cute watercolor art. We did this cute little watercolor art. And we did this cute little guy. So those are the 3 watercolor tutorials we did this week. And then this was our Bible art for the week. We went simple and easy and to the point. I love that. This makes me very happy and brings me a lot of joy. It was super fun. So I've had a blast with you guys this week, learning and drawing and painting and all the things. So I hope that you guys have had fun with me as well. And I hope that we've all learned something. I know I've learned a lot this week. We've had so much over the last few weeks that we've done. So let's look at some of the things. This was our fruit series that we did recently. We did a series of fruit, which I love. We also did a series of sea creatures, summer beach sea creatures. So we've done all of those. And then we did this fun little one as well. So if you guys are into watercolor art and you're wanting to learn watercolor and drawing and all of the things, then I would encourage you to hit the follow button. Share it out to anybody that you know who might be wanting to learn how to do watercolor, because we have a lot of fun on our daily lives doing all kinds of different watercolor art and learning different techniques and learning how to draw, learning how to do faces, learning how to layer different types of products that we have, all the things. And on Fridays, we have a little bit of Jesus in us. So I hope you guys had fun with that today. I got to show you guys, I got this in, hang on, let me put this away. I hope that you guys, isn't this cute, y'all? I'm sorry. I just think she turned out beautiful. All right. So this is my Day Spring Bible first. So there's a couple things that I want you guys to know. All right. First of all, this Day Spring Bible comes with these wide margins. So I really, really like that about it. So if you're into art, Bible art, or Bible art journaling, then I highly encourage you to get a specific Bible, whatever it is, for that purpose. This one is my, mine. Hang on. Sorry. I'm trying to get y'all in a position where you can see it better. So let me just bring y'all out like this. So, and I have, I'm going to switch angles so that you guys can see it from here, from this angle. Okay, so this is the Bible. I've had this Bible for at least 8 years. I've had it a long, long time. And so I have lots of art in this Bible that is just different styles of art. It's not just specific to sketching. Although I do have some sketches in here. Let me see if I can find it. There's that one. And then, but I also have crazy mixed media like this. I have some of my stickers that are available in my shop. I have layered mixed media in here. I also have different things that are, you know, I just do different kinds of art in here. It's not all watercolor. This was an ink sketch that I did, or an ink art that I did. I have some, let's see what else. I have one that is a watercolor art right here. This one was watercolor. And let's see, this one was ink, more ink. Let's see what this one is. Sorry, guys. There. This one is a mixture of watercolor, inks, and some stickers. This was just watercolor. I love this one. This is one of my favorite ones, being transformed. And then this one, I'm the daughter of the king. This is ink and watercolor. So you can do all kinds of different art in your Bible. So, or in a Bible. This is not my study Bible, guys. This is my art Bible. This is the illustrating Bible. And it is designed specifically for note-taking, writing out verses, doing art in the margins, that kind of thing. So it's not, I mean, it's too bulky and heavy to be a daily Bible, as you can see. But it is designed specifically for projects like we did today. So I love this Bible. I highly recommend it. And I believe it is it's the Christian Standard Bible. That's the version. So it's not a King James version, just so you know. And it's definitely not a red letter version. But it is one that you can do art in, which is what I choose to do. I love, love, love being able to worship with the gifts that God has given me. And he has given me the gift of art. And so that is my form of worship. So that was a fun one today. I do want to show you guys some fun things that I just recently got in. Okay. So let me put this away. Those of you who joined me today and painted with me today, thank you. Please send me and message me your creations, because I love to see what you do, because everybody is different when it comes to their art. And so I want to see all the things that you guys do with me. It keeps me motivated for coming on here every day and doing our daily tutorials. Okay. First thing I want to say, because this is a big deal, you guys, is that the Meeden, this, that everybody always asks me about, and I keep saying it's not available, it's not available. It's finally back. Now, it has not been available since last December, but it is officially back in stock. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Here it is. All right, guys. Now, there's not very many of them, but it is available. Hang on. It's not letting me pull it up, but I know it's there. Just a second. Okay, well, you'll just have to go to my showcase because it's not letting me pull it up for some reason. But it definitely is back. So if you guys have wanted this for, if you've wanted the Meeden, I call it the Meeden paint toilet, where it dumps your water and then it gives you new clean water in place of it, it's available again. So just letting you guys know that, because I know everybody's always asking me about that. So I want you guys to know that. The other thing that I got recently was this, and I want you guys to see this, because holy cow, this is genius. Let me see, where are you? Oh goodness, y'all, I don't think it's in here. Hang on. I have to find it. There it is. I have 2 travel palettes that are amazing, so I want to show you them. So this is the first one right here. And check this out. You guys are going to love this. It is the Meeden Pocket Watercolor Travel. And it comes like this. It comes with all of your paper, and this is Meeden paper, so it's really, really nice. And it comes with a palette of 24 colors that are that's got a magnet on it, and it magnetizes to here, so it's not going to move around when you're painting. And it comes with this foldable brush, and it's a really nice brush too, like this. And when you're done, you close it up and it fits right here into this little pin holder. You can put this away like that and close it up, and everything that you need is right here in this small little notebook. So it's small enough to fit down in your bag, comes with extra paper, and super, super awesome for all of your summer traveling. I am traveling a lot this summer, and if you guys are like me, if you're any kind of, I mean, I pack like a whole box of just art supplies when I go on a trip. It's not something that like I can't just leave. And there's things that I put in those boxes and I'm like, I know I'm not going to use this, but I want to have it just in case, right? So like half my suitcase when I go on a trip is art supplies, because I never know what I'm going to need. But now this right here reduces the amount of things that I have to take with me to a notebook. I am amazed. Like 24 different colors is a lot in a travel palette. And this is small enough. You've got your little pan right here, because this is like a little lid. So you've got your little mixing pan right here for you to mix your colors and everything. It's magnetized, so it's not going to fall off. You have all your paper, and you have your brush. Like literally everything but the water comes in this palette. I think that is so cool. Also, if you're in a hurry and you're rushing out the door to go somewhere, like I do sometimes with my grandkids, like we'll be headed to the park and I'll be in a hurry and won't grab everything that I need because while they're playing, I might sit at the park and paint. And this keeps me from forgetting anything because it's all in one little container. So I can just grab this and go, and I don't have to worry about forgetting something, which I think is cool. So I love this Meeden travel palette or art kit. Okay, so it's just a little pocket art kit is all it is. It's like a pocket travel kit. So I love this, and I highly recommend it. It's Meeden quality, which in itself is amazing. So you don't have to worry about the quality, but you get everything that you need. Okay, so that is the very first thing that I'm going to say for summer is a must-have for artists is this. Now, the other one that I have is the luxury watercolor palette. And it is this one. And guys, if you are looking for the ultimate, then this is what you're going to want. This is absolutely gorgeous. This has, on the bottom, it has a little section right here that fits onto like a tripod. So you can set it on a tripod and open it up and it can set beside you. And also it has this gorgeous walnut case that opens up. You have your water color, your water cup right here. This is your mixing palette. You have your brush right here. And you have this area right here is for you to clip on your paper. So let me get my clip that it comes in this right here like this. Let me move this out of the way. Has this magnetized box too, which is nice. And that's where I keep it stored. I've had this palette for a while. I've had it for probably a year. I've only used it a couple times though because it's so beautiful. Like using it makes me nervous, which is so silly. But there's where you clip your paper. And it has 25 colors, which I love. And it has a place for your brushes to stand up if you want. You can set it on a tripod so that it's up higher, and then your brushes kind of drop down in there and you just grab them as you need them. It's very nice. This walnut case, it's heavy, but not too heavy, but it is a gorgeous, gorgeous luxury palette. It is quite pricey, but also so worth it. I love this palette. Now, I will tell you this. I could not have purchased this palette. Meeden was kind enough to send me this palette last year. And again, I've used it a couple of times, but as you can see, I've not used it a lot. And that is because it is so beautiful and I love it so much that I worry about messing it up. But the quality of the paints is really nice in this palette. So the one thing that I don't like about it is that it will not close with this cup in here like this. You can see. So when I carry it with the cup in it, it's not going to fall out. But that's, you know, that's one of the downfalls. Like if you set it on the ground, see now it's going to set like lopsided until you open it up. And then once you open it up, then the cup kind of sets up a little bit. So that was my one complaint, is that they could have designed that a little bit differently. I'm not sure how, but anyway, the brush that comes with it is really nice too, but it is a large brush. So usually if I'm going to take this palette somewhere, I will throw in one of my smaller brushes just so that I have that as well. and I'll throw it in there for that. Or you can pull it out and put a smaller brush in it if you wanted to. So, okay, so those are the 2 travel palettes that I absolutely love. They're both made by Meeden, and I love them both. And I keep this one in the magneted case. Y'all, Meeden has the best packaging. I love their packaging. But it has this little magnet case that it goes in, so it's super easy to keep stored. So I just close it up. Let me put my, where'd my brush go? Let's drop my brush in here. Put my brush in there, close it up, and I put it back in the packaging. And then that goes here, and this goes here, like that. And the box magnet just magnetizes shut, which is pretty cool. So I can store it pretty easily because it's got this nice flat box. I always keep my packaging. So, especially for the palettes that I don't use daily, I like to keep them in the packaging so that they're in good shape. Now, the other thing is this new book that I recently got, because I want you guys to see it. Remember I told you I was going to be working on my lettering. And so this book is a, hang on, let me find it. Hang on. Let's see if I'm going to find it here. Well, let me see. 1 second. Why is this not coming up? I know it's in my showcase. Let's see. Maybe that'll help. There it is. Okay. This is it right here. And it has a, hey Angel, how are you? Okay, so this has daily activities. So it's got like a daily class that you do every day. So for instance, on day 1, it talks about faux calligraphy and the easiest way to do it. It teaches you kind of how to do it. And then you have a homework assignment. So like your homework assignment here is to write the word time in the space below and do it over and over again and practice it, which is kind of what I've done here. And then over here in this space, the assignment is to use this space on this page to write out all 3 of the words that it showed you at the beginning. It's me time. And to create a masterpiece with that lettering. So that would be like day 1. Okay. Then on day 2, it has you do something different. So on day 2, it says we're going to be practicing these laurel wreaths. So practice makes progress. So it shows you the word practice and how to do practice makes progress in the faux calligraphy. Then it shows you how to do the laurel leaves. And then the next page is practicing that. So you're going to practice all the different kinds of laurel leaves and stuff. And then it gives you a page to actually create practice makes perfect in your lettering style, and then doing the laurel leaves and adding those in. So that would be day 2. So then on day 3, we talk about banners and how to create banners, and it shows you the lettering for that. We're still doing the faux calligraphy. Teaches you how to draw out banners. It gives you a chance to practice those. And then it gives you here your page for doing the actual letter creation here. So the great thing about this book is that it does it daily. So you just do a small little 5 to 10 minute activity every day. And eventually you've got these beautiful lettering creations that you've learned to do because it's taken you through these practice sessions every day. So you learn how to do different doodles and different types of lettering styles and learning how to mix your lettering styles together. And you learn how to do all of the extra little, doodles with them as well. So it's not only is it lettering, but it's teaching you how to do lettering art, not just lettering. So you learn like specifically how to do different, like here's a combination where you do your banner, you do this different lettering style and you add color, and then here you do your box and you create an actual lettering creation. So this book is really good about teaching you how to not just letter, but how to put your different lettering styles together with art to create these beautiful pieces. So I really, really like this book. So I've just started it. You guys know that I'm working on my lettering this year. That's one of my goals, is to improve my lettering skills, which is not my strong point at all. So being able to have something like this that just takes about 10 minutes a day to practice. So like this is just showing you how to overlap letters with like markers and then going back and outlining them. And then here it's showing you how to do it and then adding in the word over the top. Hey, Jamie, how are you? How have you been? Thank you for the rose. Appreciate it. So if you're wanting to improve your lettering skills and doing lettering creations like I do, like I'm wanting to improve that, then this book right here is pretty amazing. I really have enjoyed it. And again, I've just started it. But it's a daily activity. It's not something that I'm going to sit down and learn all in one day. It's something that I'm going to do every day. I have one lesson. This one was the first one. I've already done this lesson. And then the next day you have another lesson, and then the next day you have another lesson, and you continue throughout the book until you have learned how to do hand lettering. And it also teaches you kind of how to do it without pressure, which for me is a big deal. I don't know about y'all, but I put a lot of pressure on myself when it comes to my art. And it's really hard for me to relax and just enjoy the process, which is what we did today in our Bible art. That was kind of like, I told you guys, we just wanted to go simple today. And so that is what we did in our tutorial today. We just did a simple, easy art. And that is kind of what I've been practicing, is some of these simple, easy things like this. This was something I did. I just sketched it out and colored it in. And I didn't have to feel pressure. Sorry guys, I've got an itch in my throat. I didn't have to feel pressure to do something difficult. We're not talking museum quality art or anything like that. We're just doing fun, relaxing, simple, easy. And that, this is a good way to do that, because it's just one simple lesson every day instead of, feeling like you got to practice all day long. Goodness. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed our tutorial today. I hope you had fun. And I hope you learned something. So these are what we've done this week. We did the sunshine. We did the iguana. And we did, where is she? Just a moment. Let me find the other one that we did this week. And we did Betsy. So these are the 3 watercolor tutorials we did today. Or we did this week. Today we did our Bible art, simple and easy. I've already put my Bible away, so I don't have that to show you, but it was very simple and easy, kind of like this. It was just a little doodle. So that's what we've done this week. I hope you guys have had fun painting with me this week. I will probably do some pop-ups over the weekend. So, you know, look for me, and I'll be doing some product pop-ups because I've got lots of new products that I've gotten in that I really am enjoying, and so I will be doing those. I probably won't be doing any tutorials over the weekend because I will have my grandkids, and it's really hard for me, oh goodness, sorry, to paint and create on a live when I've got 2 kids running around me crazy. So, but I will be probably popping on and showing you guys some of the fun products that I've gotten in recently because, I always like to share those with you guys. And it's how I make my living, is by sharing products with you guys and, all of that. So, all right. Any questions about anything that we did today or anything that we did this week or any of the products we've talked about, any of that stuff? Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Otherwise, I am going to pop off of here and probably go make me some lunch because I'm a little hungry, and so I'm going to go do that. And then I might even pop back on later this evening. Who knows? We will see. Thank you guys for joining me today. I appreciate all of you painting with me and supporting my showcase and all the things. Thanks so much. I enjoyed it, and I will see you guys later. For sure, I'll see you guys on Monday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. But I will be popping on throughout the weekend periodically, and I will see you guys then. All right?